Hello, Internet. I'm Dan.
And I'm Chaz, and this is the Wine is Serious Business Show, episode 38.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Today we're here at Red Slate with our friend David Speer.
Yep. And David Speer has been a friend of mine for a few years now, and is one of the people that is really responsible for me getting into wine the way I am, and for appreciating it how I do right now, and teaching me a lot of great things about it. So we're going to try 3 Pinot Noirs from Oregon, all 2008, right, Chaz?
Yeah, this is an exciting day for me.
It's supposed to be some pretty good ones, and we'll let David talk a little bit about why he's into wine and what somebody who actually takes wine as serious business, who makes his career out of it, has to say about wine and the different fun things. Different fun things you can do with it. So let's start out with a glass of wine, and we'll get talking later.
The first thing we need to do is rinse. We have been sipping a little bit beforehand, so there's going to be a little rinse here.
Do you rinse often?
I do like to take showers.
Oh.
But, yeah, rinsing my glass, yeah. Usually I do have the spit bucket along with it and rinse into it, but it doesn't seem to be how you guys roll.
No, we don't have the spit bucket.
So the first thing I should say is talk about the wine. This is a 2008 Nepsham Wood, Le Gris Bleu. This is a single vineyard bottling, but it's part of their estate vineyard, the Le Puy Sec vineyard. It's a block that was planted later. Instead of 1986 for the estate vineyard, it was planted in 1996. So priced a little cheaper than their estate bottling, but been fantastic in previous years. So I really want to do a show on it.
Yeah, I love the 07, so I'm really excited to give it a try. So let's get into it. What got you into wine to begin with? What was the thing that made you decide you wanted to spend the time in your career working on wine?
God.
I'm splashing a little bit.
I was going to say.
Sorry.
Way to pour.
Yeah. Just get right in
What
there.
got me into wine? Originally, my dad did. I started learning about wine when I was 16 with him, and we would pull bottles out of his cellar, and I'd drink them. What made me do it professionally? I realized I hated cubicles, and I hated cooking in restaurants. So that left booze. And I like talking to people, and it's pretty much delicious, and it makes me happy a lot. So, nice and eloquent.
Yeah, I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I'm getting a little bit of chocolate on the nose, kind of some darker cherries, a little bit of oak, pretty well balanced on the oak, I think.
Yeah, the fruit oak balance here is really, really nice. The fruit is right up front and very delicious smelling.
Strawberries, raspberries, a little dark cherry tone in there.
There is a little bit of sort of like dirty earth, or maybe like gravel road or something going on there.
Yeah, there's definitely some earthy tones, a little wet leaf. Definitely a little mushroomy note, not like truffles, but more like porcinis.
A little sharper than the 07, I think.
It is.
Which I'm kind of surprised a lot of the 07s had so much acidity, right?
Yeah, but if you tasted, I actually tasted this wine from the 07 about this time upon release, and frankly, it sucked. I mean, I love Russ and I love his wines, but his 07s when they first released were horrible.
Harsh.
They were awesome in recent days.
And now they're fantastic, just like many of the 07s have come around after a year or so. This one I think is just young. It kind of pops you right in the mouth.
The intensity is strong.
Yeah.
With the fruit and with
a little stringent, a little hot, the oak tannins are there, the grape stem tannins are there. He definitely feels like he's doing some cold cluster. But it's a nice wine, and it's going to mellow out in the next 6 months, I think. Gorgeous.
It's balanced for what it is right now, right? Everything's intense and strong.
Yep.
Give this a year in bottle.
There's some really juicy, ripe cherry flavors on the mid palate that I am really enjoying. When we talk about aging a little bit, one thing that I think is making it a little rougher for me is that it's not terribly integrated yet, and that's something that will easily happen without even cold.
I was going to say, this one, the 7 Springs, you're going to encounter that too, but still
all right.
So for me, I mean, it's definitely about the intensity. I like what's going on. I don't mind the acidity so much. It is a slightly astringent, but not bad. But for what it is, it's balanced. I'm going to go 89 plus on it. I like it.
I'm going to go I'm going to go 89 minus, but with the idea that it's definitely going to improve as I even have a couple more sips. The fruit flavors that sit in are really delicious. I really like the cherry flavors. You know, and the oak's contributing some nice flavor. I look forward to it integrating a little more.
Did you rate one?
I'm not much of a score guy.
Alright.
I either give it the yay, nay, or I start cussing because it's so good. I'd definitely give this a yay. I think it's going to keep getting better. I would give the caveat that if you do not like Burgundian style wines with more of an earth focus, this is probably not the wine for you.
And there is some earthy undertones throughout the entire experience in this wine. So
Very reasonably priced.
yeah, $22. So
No,
nice stuff.
good lord, good basin.
No, that's fine. We gotta get another rinse going. And while we're doing the rinse, you know more about this than anybody I know. So how about you tell us about this wine?
All right,
Color.
so Evening Land is a new project from some folks down in California who came up and decided to purchase all the rights to the Andon and Seven Springs Vineyard, which are joined together with a long history that I won't go into now. Basically, they came up, they went through the vineyard and just took care of it immaculately. The vineyards were a little beat up, actually really beat up, not very well trellised, not very well taken care of. So they came in and did all that. They brought in Dominique Lafon from Burgundy, whose wines, his Pinots in Burgundy clock in around $100. His Chardonnays, which he's really well known for, $125 to $1,000 a bottle.
I want to see that in the comments. If you've ever had a bottle of wine by Dominique Lafon, remark down below. I'm curious to see that.
His wine, the actual winery is called Campo Lafon. However, he is making a new Puy Fuissé under the Seven Spring, or under the Evening Land label. I will be getting 6 bottles of it. It's highly allocated. So they do Pinot Noir and Chardonnay here, a few different tiers. Isabelle Minier is their winemaker on the ground. She's amazing. Fruit's amazing. This vineyard is, God, I think it's 25 plus years old.
Nice. I know Chaz has been a fan of other wines from Seven Springs.
Yeah, the vineyard itself is located down outside of Salem in that same corridor as Christum, Bethel Heights, St. Innocent. They're all within a mile of each other.
Nice. If Wood used to make a Seven Springs bottling.
Right.
It
Yeah.
was tasty.
Yeah, Russ is down in Salem too. His vineyards are a bit away from these guys, so these are actually in the Yellow Hill, or they are too, but
This
kind
is
of-
southern tip, right?
yeah, this is southern tip. This is more heart of the Yellow Hills. Particularly the quality of the Yellow Hills.
Right off the bat, the color is way deeper on this wine.
I'm getting some stinky notes on the nose, along with like roses and
Yeah.
tangy blackberries, I think.
It's like red and black fruit, sweat socks, and some roses.
Yeah, there's also some peppery undertones. There's definitely a little earthiness. There's a little hay and barnyard, not in the Brettanomyces way, but just kind of in a natural good way. This wine was literally open 15 minutes ago at the very most.
Right.
Which is surprising. Yeah, I mean, quite a bit of complexity on the nose.
Oh yeah,
being
this
fresh.
wine, when I tasted it, the first time I tasted it, I was blown away. But I was blown away by the 07th, so yeah. Nice little cinnamon tones.
Smells delicious. Yeah, this smells really, really good.
Yeah, I just think there's so much complexity, and it's still so young, not fully integrated, and just it's going to round out with being open longer as well as just time in the bottle. I mean, literally, this was released 2 weeks ago.
Awesome. Fresh off the shelves. Wow, more strawberry fruits on the palate, I think. Little bit of the tangy blackberry again. I really like how it hangs on, how the acid's really running out on the sides of the palate there.
Yeah, there's a ton of structure to this wine. Not only it's got high acid, actually more medium plus acid. It's got fantastic grape and oak tannins as far as it's coating your lips and gums as well as your tongue, giving you the total package on tannic structure. Long length. The fruit isn't bursting. I actually surprisingly thought the Evesham Wood was a little juicier than this one. This is a fantastic food wine.